Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Beautiful people. Welcome again to another episode of Ta1k podcast. On this podcast, we spell talk with the one instead of an L, because on this podcast, we always keep it 100. All right, let's get into it today. As y'all can see, I'm big red today. All in red. Red glasses, red jersey. We even got the red body armor today. We are all red because we are feeling red hot. Even though we are 0-3, I'm still feeling red hot about my boys. You see who I got across my chest? Yes. I've cussed him out for 3 weeks in a row. Yes, I've been mad at him for 3 weeks in a row. Okay, I've thrown probably a speck of dirt on his name for 3 weeks in a row. But guess what? It's like being in a relationship. Okay, being a fan of an NFL team is like being in a relationship, in a sense, because I might be mad and I might talk my shit. And I'm just in the heat of the moment, pissed off, and I might talk the absolute shit, and I might be ruthless with my shit talking to you. But I tell you one thing, nobody else gets the right to talk about shit about you. Nobody else, only me. I can do that. I can be mad, and I can talk my shit, but nobody else can. And I still, even though I remember times when the Titans went 2-15, almost 0-16. I remember all those bad years. Or 2-14 or whatever it was. I remember all those bad years. And guess what? I still been loyal. I still been here by the side, sticking beside you. That's my man, and I'm sticking beside him. That's mine. Look at the screen. That's my man. I'm sticking beside him. So, guess what? Okay. Even though right now we look like some dog shit, we're not really. It's just, literally, it's the good luck train is not happening for us. We don't have any type of luck with it. But like I said, I feel good. I feel confident. I'm going into this week as we play Miami on Monday night with confidence that we're going to pull this out this week, and we're going to do good. I don't care what you say, delusional or not. I don't care. I still believe in this team. I still believe in Will Levis. I just think it's just a lot going on that if we had the luck to go our way, we would be 2-1 right now. But all possible things that can go wrong has been going wrong, and so we ain't been able to do shit. All right. But anyway, let's get into this episode. Episode 23. Thank you guys for all the comments, all the good vibes, all the statements, everything for last week's episode as we were in Cincinnati, Ohio. We was at the University of Cincinnati, checking out the campus, chilling with my cousin, doing all the things at once, right? And so I had fun, she had fun. It was all types, loads of fun. So thank you guys for the episode. Thank you guys for continuing to interact and intervene with the episode, and all the stuff that I was showing off and showcasing. University of Cincinnati Stadium, the Skyline Chili, all of it. It was all good and all dandy and all fun. I had my fun. All right. So, shout out to episode 22. Shout out to Cincinnati, Ohio. Shout out to you, Indira, for allowing us to invade your space and have some fun and see where you are studying and going to school at. We appreciate you. But on to the next one. On to episode 23. We're on episode 23. You see the big bright red. Like I said, I got the glasses on today. Got the jersey, the body. We all read it out. We are all lit, ready to go. Oh, snap. I'm putting my glass back on. Ooh, it's weird. I can see out of these, but these is weird, right? First and foremost, congratulations to... hey. That Cardi B and Offset drama, that shit going crazy. It's on WWE right now. What's going on? Anyway, shout out, congratulations, and best wishes to all the birthdays that are in September, all the anniversaries that are in September. Me and my wife celebrated 10 years on the 18th. My mom and my stepdad actually celebrate 11, 12 years. I want to say 11, 12 years tomorrow. They're going to be out of town. Congratulations to you guys. The birthdays, my daughter's birthday have passed. A couple more. I had my uncle's birthday. His just passed. Shout out to my dog A1 Ace Boon Goon Hunter Echoes. Shout out to you, sir. It was his birthday on the 26th. Was that yesterday? But anyway, shout out to all the anniversaries and birthdays that are in September. I've seen a couple more birthdays and a couple more anniversaries that are today. I already shouted you guys out. Said happy anniversary and happy birthday. Continue to have a best of September. September is a good month. Now that September is coming to an end, we got a couple more days in September till that's over with. September has not been the best as Titans fans. We are 0-3 in September. Let me see. September ends. If I can see a calendar. So September ends on Monday. So we got one more Sunday in September. We can possibly squeeze out a win and be 1-3 at least in September. But if not, we'll see how it goes. But it's been a crazy September. Shout out to September, the September babies, September birthdays, September anniversaries. Now, since we're almost close to coming to an end to September, we are about to get ready for October, aka Spooktober. Okay, everybody knows that Halloween is the best thing about October, and so yeah, we getting close to it. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know as it come closer to Halloween. What should I, and who should I dress as for Halloween on the episode? That's going to be episode, I think about that time, be episode, 28? I want to say we got about 4 more weeks, right? So about 20, maybe 27, 28. So episode 27 or episode 28, when it's a Halloween special, I need to know who I need to dress up as, or what I need to dress up as. Got a couple ideas. A couple people said Cat Williams. A couple people said Shannon Sharp. Some people are saying, any football player, any basketball player. I'm thinking of some characters, some fictional characters. I thought about Beetlejuice. I actually saw some outfits for Beetlejuice. Dude, be somebody off of Space Jam. They'll be lit. Monster off the Space Jam, they'll be crazy. Be a wrestler or something. To everybody who's getting prepared for Spooktober, if you like October, it's like my kids does, because not only does it come with dressing up, and it comes with all the scary books and all the glitz and glamour, all the decorations. It also comes with the number one important thing, which is candy. Okay, so to all the parents, be ready for those dentist bills. Be ready for these creepy mother that's going to be trying to hand out weird ass candy. Please check your kid's bag. Check everything before they go trick or treating. Get ready for this. Okay. Also in October, that's when really football season is like starting to become a nice little peak. So football season is going to be just ramping up. Basketball season starts on October, so I can't wait for that to happen. It's going to be times to where I'm looking up, and every day it's going to be a game. Every day, Monday Night Football. Tuesday, we got TNT basketball. Wednesday, we got ESPN basketball. Thursday, we got Thursday Night Football, and we got TNT basketball probably. Friday, we got ESPN basketball. That is what I love, okay? Especially when I work night shift, I'm like, yo, I got something to watch every day. Or if I'm just like, I come home, it's something to watch every day. I love when October starts. Plus the MLB playoffs are starting. Let's go Yankees. Let's make sure we can put up another banner. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a struggle, but I feel like we can do it. Okay. October is filled with a lot of stuff that we should be ready for. Filled. As it goes on, tell me what you guys are planning on being for Halloween. The crazy nun, the football coach, the slutty nun, anything. I know there's all types of costumes out there. I ain't gonna lie, that's why I love going to Halloween parties, and I love Halloween because you get to see, even though it's a little chilly, sometimes it depends on where you at in the world. In Colorado, it will get cold. Ohio, I was up there one time around this time, around October, and it was kind of cold. It really don't get cold in Texas like that around the time. Tennessee gets starting to get a little bit chilly. Kansas starts to get a little bit chilly around Halloween. All of those they be chilly around Halloween, but they still have the legs out, the buns out. And fellas, please don't be thirsty. Okay, if you can go to these parties, yes, you can look all day if you want to, but no touching. Okay, no touching. Don't act like you're the only nigga in the party. It's other niggas that's in the party too. So if she says no to you, it's okay. Move the fuck on. I don't want to see none of you motherfuckers on the news for some bullshit. Shooting a girl because she rejects you. Smacking or hitting a girl because she rejects you. Trying to be a little bit touchy, handsy, feely, get an assault charge. I don't want to see that happening for you guys. Be careful. And women, hold yourself accountable toward that. Don't show a hungry man a steak and then being mad while he's trying to eat it. Let's be smart this year, everybody. Let's have a safe October. All right. Let's see. As we go on into like October, it's starting to become the beginning of NBA season. Like I said, some players have got paid. Or during the offseason, some players are still waiting to get paid. Training camp will be starting soon. Preseason will be starting soon. And that means it's going to be another year, another time that the money can accelerate within the stadium, accelerate within the ticket sales, accelerate within TV sales, all of that. So more players are getting paid. I'm seeing a couple of players that are taking crypto as payment. I definitely would not do that right now until that is fully established. But I find that oddly crazy because like if you're accepting really crypto, which really I feel like there's no need to accept crypto because your money goes into your bank, which you use a debit card anyway. Money itself, physical money, is not a thing anymore, and I think that's where we're leaving from soon. Like give it about like another 10 years. I'm not going to be like, oh, give it another 5. No, give it another 10 years and you will start to see less and less dollar bills or paper money or paper trails. You will not see that. No checks, no nothing. You're not going to see in 10 years. In 10 years, it will be unheard of to have a $100 bill. Now, I might be wrong because it is strip clubs that still exist, and for a stripper, you can't really take debit cards. You can't take crypto. Like, you want to see that money. You want to feel that money. So, I can be wrong about that, but at the same time, what if I'm not wrong? What if they do take away paper money? That would be the end of strip clubs, I feel like. Take away paper money? Because I don't want to spend a debit card. I have my debit card that's unlimited on a stripper, and I can just keep going. Like, you're broke. Don't do that. Just take a certain amount of cash. When you're out of the cash, you leave. So, I don't know. That's something to argue about. What you guys think? I say in 10 years, the physical aspect, the physical paper of money is going to be disappearing, if not already disappeared by then. It's going to be credit cards. It's going to be debit cards. It's going to be crypto. It's going to be our phones. It's like literally those it. Everything like the hard, the coin, the paper, the dollar bill. Yeah, it's gonna be gone. It's gonna be disappeared. There's gonna be nothing but technology that pays for all this shit. And that's the start of. That can be the start of the end. That can be the start of the beginning of something greater, something new that's coming to Earth. But until then, we never know. It's scary to think about a little bit of thinking like the physical aspect of money, like the dollar is going to be it's going to be unheard of. I'm going to have probably great grandchildren, hopefully to see great grandchildren, but for sure great grandchildren that I'm looking at, or grandchildren that I'm looking at, and they sit here, grandpa, or papa, whatever they call me. What is the $50 coin, or who is Abraham Lincoln? What is this? It says 5. I can count to 5, but why is it on this piece of paper and it's green? Like, that's going to be a conversation I would love to have, but be cringing up every time I have it. I think I also would cringe up at the conversation of if my I would say my kids would probably ask, but definitely my grandkids if they be like, hey, granddad, what is what's pandemic or what's coronavirus or what happened in 2020? Why do everybody talk about that? And it's gonna be like that helicopter flying in the back of my head, just PTSD, like just bullshit going on. It's gonna be that's something to think about, and it's something fun to think about on my just on a little off time like that. You know what I mean? But until then, yeah. Shout out to all the players that have gotten paid. They're still getting paid. But yeah, I think the physical aspect of money is going to be disappearing soon. I don't think we're going to have money like that anymore just floating around. Like people still to this day. Now, the thing that helps it, people for music video purposes, for flexing purposes, and just like I said, with the stripper purpose, like you want to feel that money. That is what's keeping money relevant. That's what's keeping money around. That. So like maybe if that can, maybe I don't know, maybe you just get money just for that, and that's the, or like I guess make it a legal thing. Like you can only, it's illegal to have physical money unless you're going to the strip club, or unless you're going to a casino, or unless you're like money places where you need physical money. I feel like it's going to be illegal to have dollar bills until you go into that place of environment that you need the dollar bill. Is that too far-fetched? Yes, it is. Is that too much? Yes, definitely it is. But I wouldn't put it past that it's happening. People try to make rules up every day just to keep people down anyway. So why not believe that this will not happen, right? But yeah, shout out to them girls again. Girls. See, I'm watching WWE. I'm sorry, everybody. Shout out to them guys again for getting paid. Shout out to all of it. Naomi just lost to Bailey again, so Bailey will fight Nia Jax. This is crazy. How old is Bailey? I remember Bailey when I was a kid. Bailey's up there, ain't she? Hey, I thought Michael Cole was on Raw. All right, it's too much. Anyway, let's keep going. Speaking of. It's actually funny. Speaking of, the next topic is WWE. Talking about WWE, everything that's going on, everything that's going to happen in the near future. Can't wait for WrestleMania. I think I talk about that a lot of times. But But WrestleMania is something I can't wait to see. Can't wait to happen. It's going to be something that is going to be legendary and go down in history, because with this basically being John Cena's last run at the Hoorah, and this is potentially being maybe The Rock's, and I would be honest to say this is probably Rey Mysterio's last kind of extent of it all too. All the wrestlers that I grew up with, this is it. From Undertaker's already going to The Rock that's in and out, but I think he's going to be done. John Cena's going to be done. Triple H is already done. CM Punk can probably call it quits. I doubt if CM Punk call it quits, but I'm saying he could. Randy Orton still looks fucking fantastic, so he's going to, damn! So he's not going to, he ain't going to retire anytime soon. And so, just for a lot of, especially people my age and a little bit older than me, it's coming to an end with us, man. We are getting to the end of eras in WWE, which is scary, and at the same time, I am excited because I'm excited because the way that wrestling WWE is going right now, it is going in the right direction. As far as like Triple H is doing a fantastic job, and it's going in the right direction to where I'm looking at it as you're setting me up for my kids to have generational talks about WWE. Like, we're going to be looking like the way I feel about WWE, and I'm like, oh, remember this person, and it's in an era, or this, and that. They're going to look at these style of wrestlers now, or these people are wrestlers right now, and look at it later on and be like, oh, I remember Braun Strowman, and he was so dominant. I remember Roman Reigns, he was so dominant. Cody Rhodes, he was so dominant. Like, they're going to be looking like that, looking at that in the next 10 or 15 years. And Triple H is proving that he can handle it, and he's doing a damn thing. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to see what happens in the next, definitely in the next couple of months, definitely for the next year until WrestleMania. I can't wait to see what happens. Bad Blood, I was tripping. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first time Bad Blood has been a pay-per-view since like some years, right? And maybe so. I don't know. I just know I used to see Bad Blood as a pay-per-view. It was on the video games all the time and shit. But then it just disappeared. But now they like that's just one little thing. Bringing back Bad Blood like this to a pay-per-view, that's perfect. That's what we need. We need more pay-per-views like that. Probably more blood, period. Probably more stuff to make us seem like it is real. That's why we fight over it from back then, because we thought that shit was real. Right? But I can't wait. Now, I want you guys to name me, since Bad Blood is back and it'll be here next week. And we also got UFC 307 having next week. But since Bad Blood will be back next week, tell me you guys' favorite WWE pay-per-view. Now, you can be, if you just like WrestleMania, you can say, "Oh, I just like WrestleMania." All right, cool. If you have a specific WrestleMania, like WrestleMania 14, at this such and such date, I remember that this is my favorite pay-per-view. Name me your favorite pay-per-view from the WWE. Okay, mine, only for the reason is because I actually bought the pay-per-view when you had to buy it through the cable company. They had to come to your house, do the cable for that one day, and like that's the only reason you had it. I bought SummerSlam one year. Well, I didn't buy it. My mom bought it for 1 year, and we had it one time. I can't remember. I want to say, was that the same SummerSlam that they was doing the custody of Dominic? I want to say that was the one I bought. But SummerSlam is my favorite pay-per-view. I don't care what year it is. I don't care who's in it. I love watching the I guess the timing of SummerSlam and the just the color wave, the green and blue. The matches at SummerSlam. Some like SummerSlam can be like semi WrestleMania-ish, because like there be some good matches in SummerSlam. Legendary matches on SummerSlam. So for me, SummerSlam is the best pay-per-view by WWE, in my opinion. SummerSlam is the best one. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. You think WrestleMania is the best? You think what's another one? Backlash, is that still a thing? I think Backlash is one. Great American Bash was a good one back in the days. Judgment Day, I remember that one used to be good. I'm trying to think. Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble is, I think that's a lot of people's too, because like the Royal Rumble is fun. That's really the pre WrestleMania. Royal Rumble is the pre WrestleMania. Then we got WrestleMania. If you like WrestleMania, just say you like WrestleMania. That's cool too. Yeah, let me know you guys' favorite pay-per-view from the WWE. Okay. Let's grab some popcorn. Let's grab some beers. Grab a couple of shots. And let's get ready, because it's already starting. Playoff season. We are in WWE. We are in WNBA playoff season already. Next month in October starts MLB playoff season. But right now we're in the WNBA playoff season, where Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, they made the playoffs but got bounced down the first round, losing 0-2 to Connecticut Sun. People are mad. People are pissed off. People are hating. I will be honest with you guys. Somebody who followed basketball, but definitely followed women's basketball a little bit more this year. And in regards to Caitlin Clark, I ain't gonna lie, the past couple of years I've been watching because of Caitlin Clark, and I will be honest. I'm just gonna be honest. With Angel Reese, was her being injured, and now Caitlin Clark being bounced out. The series between the Las Vegas Aces and the Liberty, that's going to be the most watched game or most watched series. And then after that series is over, I think nobody else. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say nobody's watching the WNBA finals or nobody's gonna be watching WNBA anymore. But that's just what I think. I think, in my opinion, like, because Caitlin Clark is gone, that's who we all was really watching. Angel Reese got hurt. That's another young woman we was all watching too. We know Asia Wilson. Like, she's her, him, low key. Like, she dominated some niggas in the game. If you ask me, she's her. She's the shit. I can't explain that enough. So of course Asia Wilson can get eyes on her anytime, and that's how she is. But after this series, because after this Liberty, because that was the finals matchup last year, New York Liberty versus Las Vegas Aces. Now that it's before the finals, we're looking at it now like after that playoff series, I don't care what you say to me. If it don't matter if it's New York Liberty or Las Vegas Aces, I think one of them two teams are winning the title. And so after that series, I think it's just going to be, there's going to be people watching, and it's going to break some more numbers, because why not keep breaking numbers as far as viewership? But it's not going to be what everybody think it is. Like, it's going to be sold out, all this. No. People want to watch Caitlin Clark. People want to watch Angel Reese. And especially people want to watch Breanna Stewart, and they want to watch Sabrina, of course. But you want to watch Angel Reese. You want to watch Asia Wilson. You want to watch Caitlin Clark. That's those who you want to watch and be in the finals. If neither one of those young ladies are in the finals, good luck. Sabrina, please be in the finals and do some Steph Curry shit again. But yeah, it's playoff season, baby. Playoffs is here. Okay, like I said, Indiana lost 0-2. Caitlin Clark did her best, but hey, sheesh, that Connecticut Sun was just too much, and they can hang with them. Let's get close. Speaking of WNBA, let's talk about the NBA. NBA season is coming up, and it's coming close. Preseason will be starting soon. LeBron James is entering year 22, year 23. I can't remember. It's too many that I forgot how to count at that point, because, yeah, you got too much going on, sir. Too much going on. All right. Before we talk about a little bit of the NBA season, let's talk about something that is going to hit home a little bit, but of course we got to talk about it. Derrick Rose went to Simeon High School in Chicago, Illinois. From Chicago, Illinois, he took his talents on down to Memphis, Tennessee to play for the Memphis Tigers for 1 year only under Coach John Calipari. And then after that year, he went on to be drafted by the Chicago Bulls in 2008, number 1 overall pick. He is retiring today. Okay, that same guy just announced his retiring. He's retired yesterday or a couple of days ago, but it's official. He's retired. As I read that, coming from Chicago, going to Memphis, going back to Chicago in the NBA. He was the youngest MVP at 22 years old. He was a high flyer. You look at players like Russell Westbrook, you look at players like Ja Morant, John Wall, guys like that. The blueprint was Derrick Rose. The blueprint. That was Derrick Rose. And, oh, my God, I could talk for hours about that. It's crazy being my age. I watched him. See, like, Derrick Rose was the sole reason, really, to be honest, of me becoming a John Calipari fan, because with John Calipari, of course, we know a lot of people that do know the career really took a shift for his career when he was at UMass, and he had Marcus Camby. He made Marcus Camby look like, yeah, he should be number 1 overall pick. He should be the number 1 player in the NBA in a couple of years. He made him look like that. And then you get Derrick Rose to help revamp that inside you as a coach. And because I look at it like this. People don't give John Calipari enough credit. because especially as a college coach, it comes to recruiting. How good can you talk me into coming here? How good can you talk my parents into letting me come here? How good can you talk? How can you sell me a heater when it's 100 degrees outside? And can you sell me a freaking air conditioner when it's in the wintertime? John Calipari can do that with recruiting, because this is what I say. He grew up in Chicago. He's from Chicago, Illinois. Played high school at Simeon High School in Chicago, Illinois. You were around Chicago everything. Culture, rappers, gangbangers, it don't matter what you're around that Chicago lifestyle. And not only are you accepted as the person you are, Derrick Rose, you're accepted as a basketball player. You're the hero. You're the baby face. You're the thing that everybody loves and wants, right? You have a chance to really put your name on the map. Now, let's look at other teams that even at that time, they're still good now, but at the time that you could have went to. We start with Kentucky. Even though Kentucky at the time, they didn't have John Calipari, they still had, a winning culture. Duke, Coach K, you had that option. North Carolina, I'm pretty sure you had that option. University of Miami was starting to be, not Miami, University of Michigan was still decent in basketball. University of Texas was always a basketball team to watch. Michigan State was always Tom Izzo. I never count out a Tom Izzo team. And Tom Izzo is in the tournament. I give him a chance of winning the tournament. That's how much I believe in Tom Izzo. But now we're talking about John Calipari. It's looking at all those aspects. Even the University of Illinois, or University of Illinois, the alumni, the Orange. You could have went there and been a hometown hero. You could have went to Northwestern. I think Northwestern is in Chicago. You could have been a hometown hero. But you decided to take your talents down miles away to Memphis, Tennessee to play for the University of Memphis, the Memphis Tigers, for John Calipari. John Calipari has to be the best salesman on the planet. The best salesman. You got Derrick Rose to your college. You got him to play for you. You almost won a national championship with this man. You send him to the draft as the number 1 overall pick. Then years later, we still talk about Derrick Rose, but think about people he sent. Anthony Davis won a championship with the Anthony Davis team. Anthony Davis, number 1 overall pick. Right? Devin Booker. Shea, De'Aaron Fox, Julius Randle, Tyler Hero. Like, the list goes on and on the players that John Calipari has recruited and sent to the NBA. And it's crazy that he doesn't get a lot of credit that he deserves. John Calipari is probably one of the best salesmen in the sport of basketball. One of the best salesmen. He can sell you a pitch. He can make you feel like you need to go there, because not only do they need you, you need them. He makes you feel like you need to go there. And I tell you one thing, coming to Memphis, that's what really, watching that 2018 or 2007, 2018 of Memphis Tigers, watching that team, that's what made me a fan of John Calipari. And I started loving John Calipari after Derrick Rose went to the league. I'm still watching John Calipari. When he decided, I think it was a year after or 2 years after Derrick Rose left, that's when he decided to go ahead and go to Kentucky. And as soon as he went to Kentucky, like, I followed ship. I started liking Kentucky because of him. And so that's why it's I'm not going to lie to y'all, it's kind of hard for me to be rooting for Arkansas, because I'm just like, I've been a Kentucky fan this whole time. that I started becoming a Kentucky fan based because of bandwagon on John Calipari, but I've been a Kentucky fan this whole time, representing Kentucky this whole time, to where I just feel like I can't jump ship from Kentucky. I'm still thinking about Kentucky. I'm over here like, damn, I wonder what Kentucky gonna do in basketball this year, and I'm like, but why do I care? It's about Arkansas, John Calipari. Come on. So it's gonna be a little love-hate relationship with that. That's gonna be crazy, but. Yeah, Derrick Rose made me a fan of John Calipari. And without Derrick Rose, a lot of shit just probably doesn't happen in the NBA. The way he was so explosive as a point guard that because you really, to be honest, you saw explosiveness from somebody as Derrick Rose height or Derrick Rose body figure. You've seen the jumps that happens, and you've seen the dedication that those players put in, and how athletic they are and stuff. But you didn't see nothing like Derrick Rose, to where you're the point guard of our team, the point guard, and we're setting up plays as if you're a small forward, as if you are a nice size power forward, if you are a 6'6" Michael Jordan stature shooting guard. We're setting plays like that. No, you are a 6'3", 6'2", maybe 6'3" point guard that can jump out the gym, that we make game-winning plays for. Okay, so he set the tone for the athletic point guard like that. He set the tone for, I guess, the Derrick Rose rule, like being the youngest at 22 years old to win the NBA MVP. Like, you were still in your rookie contract, and you are not. It's not like you was in your rookie contract. Like, this is like, you're the last year or two out of 6 or 7 years. No, you're in the very beginning. We're talking about year 2, year 3 of your rookie contract. That's for 7 years, and you already won an MVP. Yeah, we got to pay you. You need to get paid. You deserve to get paid. So he helped kick that door down. Now, of course, coming in, I feel like it's going to be a younger MVP in the league, just because of the way social media is set up, the way that votes are set up, the way that it goes. I think somebody else will come in and be the youngest, younger than Derrick Rose. Do I see it anytime soon? No, I do not. But do I see it happening before 10 years? Yeah, I actually do. I think it would happen, because it's just hard for me to know how social media works and how people's like feelings with social media works, that like it's not going to happen. But somebody's going to come in and try to break their record. Might do break the record, but even then, like, Derrick Rose helped put foundation down and helped put the cement down, helped put everything down so you can walk. Like, injuries killed this man. Injuries killed him. Happy retirement, Derrick Rose. I am very happy for you. I am very ecstatic to say that I seen your whole career from beginning to end. I am so happy that you have came with yourself to be like, hey, I can retire in peace. Yes, he does not have a ring, but that should not put that man underneath anything other than greatness. Now, I say this. It's one thing to not have a ring. It's a lot of greats out there that don't have rings, but they're a Hall of Fame worthy, of course, and they are in the Hall of Fame. But one thing I want to say for sure, because it's no disrespect. It's just being honest. That's what we do on this podcast. We keep it 100. We are throwing around the term Hall of Famer kind of too loosely nowadays, to where everybody gets to be in the Hall of Fame. I feel like everybody gets to just sweet talk their way into the Hall of Fame. And I'm not saying that's what Derrick Rose is doing. I'm just saying, like, yes, I just spoke super good about him. Think about all the stats that I just put up on there and said. Youngest MVP. The way he laid the foundation down for a lot of athletic point guards, Russell Westbrook, Ja Morant, and such and De'Aaron Fox. All these guys, like Derrick Rose, did that. I just don't see. I just don't see any stat line that helps the argument of he needs to be first ballot Hall of Famer. Does Derrick Rose deserve Hall of Fame? Yes, he does. But I'm not quick to put him in there. The first time that he's able to get nominated, I don't think he deserves MVP too fast. It's something that needs to be given to him later on in life. Like I think later on in life, I think he's one of those players that's kind of later on in life. Even though, like I just said, he helped pave the way and changed a lot of ways. I just don't think Derrick Rose is Hall of Fame worthy right now. Like give me a couple of years, maybe I change my mind in 5 years when he's eligible and stuff. So maybe, but for right now, perfect career that you can ask for, especially for you. You can ask for nothing short. It's just I don't think it's a Hall of Fame career. I think it's certain things that were not meant to be a Hall of Famer. I think it was certain criteria that wasn't really fully met to fully be a Hall of Famer. You've met requirements. You've met majority of requirements, but it's requirements that you probably don't think about every day. That's why I say no. I don't put him in the Hall of Fame. Not right now, but until then, it's something to look at and think about. Like I said, Derrick Rose, thank you, Derrick Rose, for playing. Thank you for entertaining. Thank you for supporting. Not only supporting your teammates when you're out playing, but supporting your community, giving to your community, giving to communities that you weren't necessarily from, like communities in Minnesota, communities in New York, communities in Memphis. You weren't from those communities, but you still gave back to those communities. Thank you so much for all that you have done and that you're going to continue to do, and everything that you have done for the great sport of basketball. You made people believe. You made people ready to believe that the guard can take over. You made people believe that there's hope from city kids they feel like we have nothing. You gave us hope, and I appreciate it, and I thank you. Crazy wild Derrick Rose story. I tell this before we get into some football talk. A crazy Derrick Rose story. The day that he injured his ACL, he tore his ACL, was the playoffs in 2012. I want to say it was like 2012. What's crazy is I want to say that was game 1, and that was on a Saturday, and me and my brother, my best friend, I was talking about Hunter, my A1, me and him was at the house. We was at the crib. We was chilling, right? We was having fun, watching basketball. We usually play 2K, or if something's on or basketball's on, we watch basketball. So we was actually in the living room watching basketball. The game started. Game just tipped off. 76ers versus Chicago Bulls. Just tipped off. So when the game tipped off and we saw about 2, 3, 4 minutes of the first quarter, Hunter looks at me. He's like, "Hey man, like, you ain't trying to go hoop? You trying to go?" This is still out there. Like 2012 is still times to where kids want to go outside and go do something outside. Now we still got technology. Like I said, we was playing 2K. We was doing all this, but there's some days we want to go. We're gonna go hoop. We want to go play football. We're gonna play something outside. We want to go be outside, right? So he's like, "Hey, you want to go outside? Cool, let's go outside. We can come back in the fourth quarter, be good, right?" So we leave. We go play basketball. I swear. And you can ask Hunter yourself. I swear on everything that I love that we was outside playing for about a cool 6-7 minutes. Cool 6. And it was hot. We was like, damn, it's kind of hot out here. Like, trying to go back up. Like, yeah, okay, let's go back. Fuck it. So we was outside playing for like cool 6-7 minutes. Got hot, came back up. So really, total trip took about maybe 15 minutes because you got to leave the house, go walk down to the park, play for a little minutes, come back, walk back. So about 15 minutes, right? 15 minutes total time. When I tell you just 15 minutes, We got back into the house. I see it's second quarter and they're playing. Like when we came in the house, they're resuming play, right? And so I'm looking. I'm like, oh, it's only the second quarter. Hunter goes to the bathroom to go use the bathroom, and like I'm doing something. I think I went to go get me some water or get something to drink. And so he's coming out the bathroom. Well, as he's coming out the bathroom, I just happened to be drinking my water, looking at the TV. And he's like wiping his hands. He's like looking at TV. I'm looking. I said, no, like my exact words at that teenage years, no fucking way. And Hunter looks at me. He's like, what happened? Derrick Rose just tore his ACL. He's like, no, the fuck. I'm like, bro, look, it says it right here. Derrick Rose is out for the game. Excuse me. Derrick Rose is out for the game. Possible ACL tear. Dude, when I say our heart dropped, we literally said, bro, we was outside for 10 minutes. What happened? Then they showed the replay of what happened and all that. And the rest is history. It was crazy. It was that is a memory that I hate, but at the same time, it's so crazy to think of how long ago that was and that I lived through that shit. That's just one of my crazy stories about Derrick Rose. I got a lot of crazy stories, but it's just one of them that I could just think about, and it would be fun because I know Hunter's going to talk about. He still talks about that to this day too. All right, let's get into some football predictions, both college and NFL. Last week I didn't do my predictions. I don't think I did my predictions the week beforehand either, but it's time to get busy. Okay. Let's start with there we go. Let's start with a couple of games. Actually, let's going to start with college. Let's start with the games that's actually happening now. Virginia Tech is up on Miami right now, 21-14. The game is in Miami. I will be turning to that game after this episode is over. Right now I'm just watching WWE. But that is going on right now. Virginia Tech just got the ball back. I don't know what happened. I'm about to go turn it on because I bet that's crazy. My uncle is a University of Miami fan. Shout out to you, B. I love you, dog. But right now, y'all might get y'all ass whooped right now. And oh my God. Washington is playing Rutgers right now. Rutgers is winning 7-3. That's going on. Oh, and Virginia Tech is beating Miami 21-14, and they get the ball back. It's crazy. Okay, for Saturday. All right. First we're going to talk about Nebraska. Nebraska is 3-1. They took a hard loss to, I want to say it was Illinois last week. Nebraska took a loss, and they played Purdue Boilermakers on Saturday at 11 a.m. Okay. The game is in Purdue. Nebraska is still a 10-point favorite, even though they just lost at home. But they're going to be in an away game with Purdue. The obvious state of mind in me is saying go with Nebraska because they're going to win this game. But knowing how Purdue their crowd can be electric, and knowing that they can turn it up sometimes out of nowhere, I take Purdue. I think Purdue wins versus Nebraska. I think it's going to be a field goal game, and it's going to go down to the last minute. It's going to be a fun game. I give Purdue the win over Nebraska. Couple of I think Kansas Jayhawks is still in the Big 12. I think so. And TCU, I know, is still in the Big 12. So TCU plays Kansas in Kansas. I think TCU takes that game. I think that the last time I seen a TCU game in Kansas was a couple of years ago when Max Duggan was in TCU, and Kansas were kind of on the come up. And Kansas took them. Oh my God, TCU needed to scratch and claw for that game. But I take Kansas. I take TCU in that game versus Kansas. Kansas is a 2.5-point favorite though. but I will take TCU in that game. All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Louisville plays Notre Dame, 2:30 p.m. Notre Dame is a 7-point favorite. It's going to be at Notre Dame. I will go ahead and take Notre Dame winning that game. I think Notre Dame probably comes out ready to prove some doubters wrong, and they go out there and punch Louisville in the mouth. And it's going to be a great game, but I think Notre Dame takes that by at least 10 points. Colorado plays UCF. That's going to be a good game. UCF is 3-0. Colorado is 3-1. We know what the one loss Colorado took. The game will be on Fox at 2:30. I will be back on in time enough for that game. So I'm going to say, and the game is at UCF, so that's going to be tough for a Colorado team. The time zone is going to be different. It's a different probably pace, a different environment, different weather. I got Colorado. I think Colorado comes in, and I think they beat UCF. It's going to be a tight game. UCF is actually the 14-point favorite on Saturday. And you know what? This is an underdog pick then. I got the Colorado Buffaloes as the underdogs to go to UCF and win that game. I got Colorado. Okay. Shout out to Texas, number one in the nation right now, playing Mississippi State. I got Texas winning again. Actually, if I'm Texas, right now, listen. Okay, if I'm Texas, I don't know if they picked the starting quarterback yet or not. If I'm Texas, I'm starting Arch Manning. Not because he looks good right now, and not because probably the fans are calling Arch Manning to keep starting. Not because of that. I think Quentin Ewers is the quarterback for you guys, as long as he's healthy. But that's the case, as long as he's healthy. Why not? Now, Mississippi State is don't take them lightly. Okay, don't just think you can just roll like that. You can just roll over in Mississippi State. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. But what I'm saying is this year they're not better than Texas. So with Texas being better than Mississippi State, I would say, and you're going to be at home, Texas. You're going to be at home. Why not just let Quinn get another week of rest, let him chill, and let Arch Manning continue to show what he's going to give you guys for the next 2 years? Just let him have this moment. It's Arch Manning moment. Let him have this little moment and show y'all what he got. Because if you go all the way with Arch Manning right now, Quinn, you're sure he's a great quarterback, but not only is it bad for draft stock for Quinn, but what happens if Arch Manning does good this year, all these regular season years, gets to the playoffs, they lose, the next 2 years, he's not that good. You know what I'm saying? Don't rush the greatness. Just let it come naturally. Anyway, Texas is going to win that game. If I'm Texas and I haven't announced my starting quarterback yet, I'll say if I'm Texas, I would keep starting Arch Manning just for one more week. Let Quinn rest up. You're only playing Mississippi State. Just let it go. Last game I'm going to call Georgia versus Alabama. That's going to be the night game. That's going to be on ABC at about 6:30 p.m. Georgia is the 1-point favorite. The game is going to be in Alabama. 1-point favorite for Georgia. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. If I was to picking right now with no hesitation, not being biased, I think Alabama wins that game. I think between the two of Jalen Milroe and Carson Beck, I think Milroe is the better Heisman candidate quarterback. And I think he carries more weight than Carson Beck. And I think he wins more than Carson Beck, in my opinion. Because since what's old boy that got drafted, Stanson Bennett, ever since he got drafted into the league, I know it's only been 1 year, but Carson Beck, and they cheated at Georgia. I'm not gonna lie, they did cheat him out of a playoff spot last year, so I give y'all that. But I just don't think Carson Beck is better than Jalen Milroe, and I think Jalen Milroe is gonna come in and do what he do in their home. I got Alabama by 3. Versus Georgia. Alabama will win that game by 3 versus Georgia. Okay. That was for college. Okay, let's talk some NFL talk. Okay. All right. First game for the NFL I want to talk about. Let's talk about two divisional rivals playing, actually. Where am I? Let's talk about two divisional rivals playing. New Orleans versus Atlanta. I think Atlanta is going to take that game versus New Orleans, and I think New Orleans going on a 2-game losing streak. They'll be 2-2. Atlanta be 2-2. There's going to be some drama that I think will happen and be unfolded, and people are going to start talking about, oh, is Derrick Carr really the guy? Dude, if they go 2-2, he's still the guy. Like, they still look good. Oh, damn, her big ass can flip. She did that. I think Atlanta gets that game. Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Indianapolis Colts. The Pittsburgh Steelers are 3-0, and they are the 2-point favorites going into Indianapolis to beat the Colts. I am going to go with my divisional brother right here and go the Indianapolis Colts. I think the Colts take this game versus Pittsburgh. I think they hand Pittsburgh their first loss. The night game, Buffalo versus Baltimore. It's going to be in Baltimore. Baltimore is a 2.5-point favorite. Buffalo is 3-0. Baltimore is 1-2. I will take Buffalo to actually win this game versus the Ravens, but it's going to be close. I think it's going to be tight all the way to the end, and I think Buffalo, I think Josh Allen is going to be Josh Allen at the end, and he's going to make sure that they win this game. All right, and for your two Monday night games, Seattle and Detroit. It's going to be in Detroit. Detroit is the 3.5-point favorites versus Seattle, who is 3-0. So they come to Detroit as the underdogs. I think Detroit takes that game. I think Detroit wins only because of their backs are not against the wall, but they feel like it is. With Minnesota doing what Minnesota is doing right now, and if Jordan Love get back, Green Bay is a good team. You know you can beat out the Bears. The Bears is no threat, but you want to be in that. You want to be in that top two for sure race. So your back is kind of against the wall versus Seattle team who is real good, but they're coming into your house. Detroit wins this game. I bet on it. Detroit wins this game. And the last game, but not least, as the boys, I wish we can wear red. If we can wear our red jerseys, that would be so lit, so much more lit for this podcast. But anyway, the boys are going to be in two-tone blue, go down to Miami with Tennessee has an 0-3 record going to Miami, who has 1-2 record, but they're on the second or third string quarterback, maybe fourth string quarterback. I say Miami is the 1-point favorite. I got Titans. Titans are winning. Titans are winning our first game this year. We're going to the bye next week, and then we rest up and we go crazy the rest of the year. That's what I'm calling right now. We're going to win this game versus Miami on Monday night by 3 points, maybe by a touchdown. I got Tennessee Titans. All right. Woo. All right, that was cool. That was good. That was all and dandy. All read out, all ready to go. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Talking 100 Podcast. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Zay for life. And we will be back next week for episode 24. 24. Kobe. Right? I can't wait for that episode to drop, and I can't wait for this episode to drop. But definitely can't wait for that 24 to be on and popping. All right. Till next time, thank you guys so much again for watching. Thank you guys for chilling with me. Okay, Talk After Dark is right after this. So, you won't see this episode until tomorrow. But if you missed Talk After Dark the live, go right over after you watch this. Go watch Talk After Dark because it's going to be up on the page forever because I don't delete the live streams. Okay. Till next time, guys. Thank you guys again. I fuck with y'all. Zay for life is out.